Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to go over my entire guitar collection as of 2019. Stay with it. So guys, we're first going to start off with my first electric guitar. Right here is my first electric guitar. It's a Squier Classic Vibe Telecaster, and the little knob on the switch kind of came off. You would have seen this one in the last guitar collection video. It's a nice sunburst. Beautiful guitar, beautiful guitar. I really haven't changed anything other than putting on some DiMarzio strap locks that I have magnets on the back of the guitar for. Other than that, it's stock entirely. Beautiful sounding guitar. Squier Classic Vibe stuff is great. Great for the money. Beautiful for the money. I want to do a playthrough of all these eventually at some point, but till then, we'll move on to the next guitar on the row of guitars. Now, at the end, I'll do guitars that I've sold. Next up is my Epiphone Dot. Beautiful guitar. Gorgeous guitar in my opinion. Very classic looking with the sunburst. Great looking guitar. Great sounding guitar. Made in China. The Telecaster is made in China as well. So, I just like some cheaper. Sorry guys, this sickness that I have. I don't know if it's a cold with a little bit of strep going in there, so it's not so fun. But I love this. I love this thing. Great guitar, especially for the money. Highly recommend everyone owns a semi-hollow body guitar, whether that be a Gibson ES335 or a Dot or an Epiphone Sheridan or anything like that. Just gorgeous guitars. Next guitar is my Squier Contemporary Jazzmaster 2018. I did a lot of things to this guy. So I took out the original pickups, put in some Glenn Tipton EMGs. Glenn Tipton is the guitarist of Judas Priest. Put on some golden Hipshot locking tuners. Also put on a roller string tree. Gold hardware and some red knobs. Awesome guitar. Also put a gold thing on the back that you can see there. Pretty darn cool. Same thing, DiMarzio strap locks with magnets on the back of the guitar. And because the Glenn Tipton are active, you would think that the battery would be in the battery pack, but no. I made sure to keep that battery pack empty. Use it for any other type of storage I want to use. This is currently in D standard. The other two are in E standard. This one's currently in D standard. And that's my drop C main guitar. This here's my Gibson 2014 Melody Maker 120th Anniversary Edition. Comes with the P90s in it. It's actually stock. Bought it used off of Guitar Center. Awesome. Needs tuned. Other than that, it's stock as stock can get. Now looking at this Epiphone, what year is it? I can't remember what year the Dot is. But I remember that the Les Paul's is 2014. No, the Melody Maker's is 2014. Jazzmaster is a 2018. And the Telly is... Don't remember anymore. Can't remember anymore. But next guitar on the list is a Gibson 2002 SG Faded series with the moon inlays. This guitar is and this thing is stock. 2002, and this thing is stock. Made in the good old USA, just like the Melody Maker is. But this thing is, like I said, this thing is stock. Stock everything, electronics and everything else. I think this is the best sounding guitar I own, to be honest with you. I absolutely love this guitar so much. I actually went into the store going to get a Strat, and I saw this, and I was actually looking for a Strat or a Les Paul. And I came out with this because I just liked the sound of it so much, and I fell in love with it immediately. So that's my Lady in Red Faded Series 2002 SG. Alright, now into basses. Actually, before we do basses, let's do acoustic guitars real quick. So here is my Jasmine S335. It's a $100 guitar, and for $100, this thing rips. I have it in drop D currently. And I love this thing so much. Made in Indonesia. Beautiful guitar for the money. Beautiful guitar. And I love the satin neck on that guy. I love guitars with satin necks, if you couldn't tell. The SG, the Melody Maker, and the Squier Jazzmaster. All three of those have satin necks. The Telecaster and the Dot have gloss necks, and I'm not a fan of that. Next guitar is actually right behind the camera. Here it is. This is a fan favorite. It is an Epiphone DR212. This thing is just killer. I love it so much. It has a gloss neck, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I really don't mind, because for 12 string, it's not like I'm going to be doing really fast, shreddy stuff. So I really don't mind it a whole lot. I love the sound of 12 strings. So this is my 12 string DR212. I hit the fan with the headstock of the guitar. By the way, the guitar's okay. That's what I'm more worried about at this point. Alright, now on to basses. Now with basses, start with the first bass I have ever received. This here is a Squier Classic Vibe 70s jazz bass, which I love to death. Beautiful, beautiful bass. Indonesian made, gloss neck. Actually, the only bass that I have with a gloss neck. Actually thinking about sanding this bad boy down. Beautiful bass for the money. Squier Classic Vibe stuff is amazing, and I really like the block, It's also the only bass I have that has a maple fretboard with block inlays. Beautiful bass, killer bass, killer bass. Now on to the next bass. This guy weighs like 30 million pounds. Guy's currently in drop C sharp, and this is my sub Sterling by Music Man Ray, and this is the satin one, a little bit more expensive. This thing weighs a bajillion pounds. It's unbelievably heavy, but I love this bass. Oh, I love this bass. Made in Indonesia. So beautiful bass. Killer tones that you can get with this guy here. Completely stock with a satin neck and a satin body, and this is like the green satin. Oh, I think I have a review of this guy up on my channel. Beautiful bass, beautiful bass, beautiful bass. Oh, I love that bass so much. Actually, that bass, I kind of was just walking into Guitar Center. I played it, and I immediately fell in love with it. So I actually ended up buying it. One of my better purchases, in my opinion. I thought it was a great purchase. Whoa, voice crack. Now, this guy right here is the Cort PJ bass. It's an Action PJ, made in Indonesia. Same thing with the other two basses. I'm a big fan of not spending a whole lot of money on gear and just kind of modding it out. This bass has seen a lot of action. Definitely. You can see right above the pickup where I lay my thumb, it's actually dug out on both sides. And that's just for me putting my thumb there. And jazz band and stuff, and it even has pick marks there, and it has pick marks there. Satin entire bass, really thin neck. And all the basses I have are bolt-on necks. This neck is just beautiful. 24 frets. Great bass, great bass. Has a Seymour Duncan quarter pounder in the neck position and the original jazz bass pickup in the bridge, because I play this mostly as like a P bass. So when I need a P bass, that's the bass I grab, and I just roll the jazz all the way off. Next up is a 90s bass. It's a Fender MB5 5-string bass. It's my only 5-string bass, and I call this guy my Stormtrooper because it's white and black and pretty darn awesome. I just love this bass so much. I actually thought about for a while getting black hardware for it, but I just really like the aesthetic of it that it has. Beautiful bass, and it kind of has like a, it's not like a, I don't know, it's somewhere between a satin and a gloss neck on it, but it feels very satiny just because I bought this secondhand, and the original owner and I both played the crap out of it. But this is made in Japan, and just a beautiful bass, another bolt-on in the back. Yeah, so that's all my guitars that I have. So I'll do a playthrough of those eventually at some point. More guitars. So I have a nylon string that I can't remember the brand of. I'll put that section at the end of the video. But guitars that I sold, I used to have a Dean Custom Zone, like a Super Strat with 2 humbuckers in it. I sold that to a friend of mine because I wanted to get the Jazzmaster, and my parent, I had a deal with my parents that I reached my limit of guitars that I could own until I get my own place, and they said, so you have to sell one, and I sold the pink one. Used the money from that to buy that, and of course I put in some of my own money because, you know, when you spend money on mods, it takes a lot of out of your paycheck. Another bass that I had, I bought at the same time that I reviewed it in the same video I reviewed the Sub Ray in. And then it was the Ibanez 505, the Silver Burst bass. I sold that to another friend of mine for about $300, and he's playing it, and he really likes it. So he actually has it strung from E to C, because he actually uses some synth pedals and stuff, and he's into like dubstep music, so he makes it sound more synthy and stuff like that, which, hey, good for him. I got money out of it, and that money actually went towards I just didn't like the bass, honestly. I'm not a fan of active bass pickups, as you can tell. Only bass I have with an active aspect is Music Man with the active preamp. That bass, when you'd slap it, kind of made the clicking sound, which, I mean, it worked for Fieldy from Korn, and he really likes that sound. So if it works for him, I guess good for him, but I didn't really like it, because I play more jazz and funk bass. I mean, except for when I was in the pop punk band. Then I played punk and stuff. Ugh, my voice, awful. Sorry for the sniffling and me rubbing my nose, but it's just awful. All right, I'm gonna go. It's actually my first guitar is actually up in my bedroom. Definitely not tuned, but we can go up there and I'll show it to you guys. So you guys, so we're actually in my bedroom right now, and this is the first guitar I ever had received. This is a Christmas present. This case is great, and I don't know what case it is. It's lasted. I started playing guitar in 2nd grade. I've been playing guitar for at least 10 years now, and this case has held up pretty well. Here's the guitar right here. It's an OSP CC10 nylon string guitar. A beautiful guitar, and it plays amazing. In fact, you can see all the wear and tear I put on the frets if you look at them. This thing really needs a restringing, but I really don't use it to record anything now. It's just kind of my guitar to have it's my first guitar, and it's really, to me, at this point, it's eclectic, and absolutely love it. Well, guys, on that note, as I'm putting away the OSP, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.